Hello, hello, beautiful people. This is me. I'm your host, and this is my drugstore eyeshadow palette collection. And why I'm showing you this? Because let's say if this is gonna disappear or if it's gonna be gone, which one of those palettes I will repurchase or which one I will skip. So if you're curious, then keep on watching. As you see for yourself, I have here a little bit. Okay, I have here more than few palettes. And why I'm making this video? Because around to make it 3 years ago, Physician Formula came up with their eyeshadow palette. Anyway, there were two of them. It was a nice combination of shades. They were looking pretty. However, there were mixed reviews, so I decided to not to buy it. Yesterday, I went to Target and I was browsing through the aisles and I stopped by Physician Formula. And yes, they did have many new things, including a palette, which caught my eye. So I was looking at it and I'm like, should I buy it or should I not? But when I was looking at it a little bit longer, was looking familiar because it was the same palette, just in upgrade packages. And that's what got me thinking, if I didn't purchase, or should say, if I didn't buy it 3 years ago, why I should buy it today? That's what inspired me to make this video. In here I have many palettes. I'm gonna go over them. I'm gonna try to make it fast. In case if I already did video about the particular palette, I'm gonna link it somewhere in the aisle and in the description box. In that case, you can easily watch the swatches and decide for yourself if it's worth buying. But without further ado, the first palette is from Flower Beauty. You can tell it's an old package because it's black. The updated version, or should say their updated line, it's not in black, it's in white. What do I think about the palette? I like it. You have a variety of shades and they perform quite well. Will I repurchase? Yes. I don't think you can buy this one, but they have 4 eyeshadow palettes. Oh yeah, and by the way, in here I have palettes which have more than 3 shades because yes, I do have single or let's say duo or trio palettes. I mean eyeshadows, but if you want to call something a palette, at least let it be more than 3 or 4 shades. Going back to Flower Beauty, yes, I see myself repurchasing, but in the new combination, or I should say variation of the colors. Then from Milani, I have their Pure Passion, and this was, I think, not a dupe. It was really similar to the Tarte. I think it was the Tarte palette. So it was this and it was another one. I don't think they make this one anymore because right now they have many other palettes. But at that time was nice because you have mattes and you have shimmer. Will I repurchase? Yes and no. If I will have nothing else in my collection and I need a mixture of shades, yes I will. But otherwise, no, I will not because I have many other products to go through. So this, it will be like my maybe pile. Okay, so backtracking. Yes, I will repurchase the Flower Beauty. This is my maybe pile. And then from the same brand, I have their Gilded Gold, which yes, has many beautiful colors. And right now they have so many different varieties that you can easily choose. Will I repurchase? Yes, because you're getting variety of shades and finishes. So if I have to choose between those two, I rather go for their bigger palettes. From Essence, I have 2 of their Elements palettes. When they come up, there were 4 palettes. I only get chance to reach 2, plus they appeal to me. Do I like them? Yes. Will I repurchase? Oh, absolutely. Why? Because the colors are beautiful. You can easily mix and match. And for the price, you cannot really beat it. I don't think you can buy it anymore, but yes, I do enjoy it. Next one, it's from Rimmel. That's their Jewel Rocks. And yes, you have some crazy colors. Will I repurchase? Yes. However, if I will have nothing in my collection, I will repurchase, but in a different combination, I should say, with more neutral shades. But otherwise, it is a good palette. And now something which can be controversial, it's Wet n Wild. And why? Because this is their new package And yes, they kind of upgraded, but also they come up with different color stories. Some are good, some are so-so, others not so much. However, the one which I prefer is their old package. And why? Because you knew, okay, it doesn't matter which one you bought, majority of the sheets were working. And in here I have, come on, show yourself. In here I have 3 palettes from Wet n Wild. By the way, when I find out that they're gonna repackage and some of the shades gonna be missing, I went to my local stores and yes, I purchased 2 more palettes. Do I need them? No, but because I know how well they perform and also those are the powder products, you can easily keep them for years. But going back, the older packet, yes, I do enjoy their previous formula. So in case if you still see it in a store, go, or I should say, run and get it. With the newer one, it's hit and miss. So no, I'm not gonna repurchase this. But yes, I do enjoy their black package. Sticking with Wet n Wild, I have their Walking on Eggshell, which used to be 3, then they put 4 shades, and right now it's 5. If you never use Walking on Eggshell, right now you don't really have too much choice because it's only this one available, but I prefer the older version. So as much as I enjoyed the black package with the newer one, no, I'm not gonna repurchase. And by the way, I'm not gonna be surprised that maybe in 2 or 3 years, again, they're gonna update package and maybe add 1 or 2 more shades. From Maybelline, I have Nudes of New York. And by the way, I'm sure you already realized that some of the shades are kind of repeating themselves. And why? Because when you find something which works for you, you wanna stick to it. For example, let's say you like pink eyeshadow. I'm not gonna be surprised that maybe in your collection you're gonna have 20 single eyeshadows, then even if you're gonna have few palettes, 2 or 3 of them still gonna have a pink, because even though it's pink, it can be in different varieties. Going back to the palette, do I like it? Yes. Will I repurchase? Absolutely. And why? Because you have variety of different shades and they do perform beautifully. And I was surprised how well this palette was working for me. Next are 2 palettes which I was talking about previously, and I wish I could discover them way earlier. Those are the City palettes from Essence, and I think it was either 6 or 8 of them. I only get chance to buy 2. I don't think you can buy them anymore, but if you do, you know what? Go ahead and give it a try. So in here you have variety of shades. It's up to you if you want to go more neutral or if you want to go a little bit crazy, but I do enjoy it. When I bought them, I was using them every single day. If something is from drugstore, it doesn't mean it's bad, because for the last few years, the quality of the drugstore products improved really well. However, if I have to compare, or I should say choose between this and this, let's say I'm gonna go for the City palettes. And why? Because in the Elements palettes, there were only 4, while in here was either 6 or 8. So if I could get the whole range of those palettes, I will, because actually, or I should say eventually, some of the shades from those palettes, they will repeat in those, but 2 more maybe palettes which I have are from Revlon. That's their So Fierce palettes, which are newer to my collection, but yes, I do enjoy them. Then you're getting beautiful payoff and no issues with blending. However, if I will start from 0, I will buy every single one of them. I think there's 5 of them in the range, but yes, I do enjoy those little quartz. From all the palettes which I showed you at the beginning, those are the ones which I will keep, or I should say rebuy, in case if my makeup's gonna get lost. And a short backtrack, what was it? The old Wet n Wild palette. So if you still see them in the store, pick them up. The new Revlon Fierce eyeshadow palettes, the Rimmels, they're great because you're getting a bunch of colors for really cheap. If you can still get your hands on the Essence palettes, pick them up as well. And then the Maybelline, Nudes of New York, and also some of the combinations from Flower Beauty. Anyway, so those were my choices. Let me know in the description box which eyeshadow palettes, I mean drugstore eyeshadow palettes, are you enjoying and which one will you recommend for somebody else. Anyway, hopefully this video was helpful and I see you next time. Bye!